Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Modulation on learning on how to make moldy stuff. From a previous video, you have learned how envelopes or the ADSR works. You've learned how basic synthesis is and what is the list of things that are in synthesis.
I just wanted to reiterate that this is a series. So, if you clicked on this video for the first time, I would suggest to go to episode 1. Enjoy the video.
And in sound design, we'll now be covering modulation. Modulations is an important factor. I believe that modulations are basically running everything. You can go from an ambulance, a car horn, everything is mod. The envelope can do many things, and one of those things is an envelope can delay an attack. So for example, if you put in a delay modulation, you have delay FX working, and then you have delay modulation. But modulations are things that control. Think of it as a puppeteer. The modulation will continue to go with the sound that you made until your CPU decides to kill itself because
can't take it anymore!
Now after you made your disgusting sound, it's missing something. What would it be missing? Let's play our sound. Our sound is missing something, and that something is movement.
Oh, damn it!
There's a whole different modulation, and it's called LFO.
The fuck is you talking about?
LFO sounds like an alien.
Probe us. Why does everyone always assume that? What am I doing? Am I harvesting fart?
This low frequency oscillator allows you to do something like this. Now, when I said that we needed to add motion, we need to add motion on a certain modulation. For example, we have a static sound that sounds like something that comes from a dumpster in a hellscape. We want this sound to have some bit of jiggles in it. We want it to make its ass shake. That's part of the synthesizer. And in order to make anything shake in a synthesizer, you use the LFO. Think of it as LFO as your best friend, which is my schizophrenic ghost over here. And he is gonna go walk up to the knob and start moving it. In terms of how does the low frequency oscillator work? It's not a ghost. It's in the low range, you have something what is called the low frequency, the lows, or the sub-range. Humans can't hear in that range. Remember that human hearing range is from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. LFO works in a ridiculous amount of ways, and it's actually disgusting to how many ways you can go for it. You can do pretty much everything and anything with an LFO.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Now, what is this R rate word? It sounds like it sounds like a 5-star rating when you give to Uber. No, it's not that. Rate is actually, we can see that the default shape of an LFO is constantly moving. And that LFO causes it to move faster, 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 and faster. And which causes this stuttery sound. But what are these knobs? What are these knobs? Specifically, I am showing in Serum called Rise. Rise allows the note to get
Hi, so that's incorrect. Rise is actually time. Time increases over time when you move that knob. Sorry about that.
So here's an example of what that rise
as we can see here, the note swells. So every time the LFO goes out and then comes back in, rise increases tone, going up and up and up that sound.
Knob is used when you are creating a sound. It allows the LFO to not be run until after
2 bars
has been hit. So for example, we have our delay at
2 bars.
We're gonna let this sound play, and this sound is gonna play until
2 bars.
the LFO starts going. Smooth allows the LFO to not sound like it's getting absolutely destroyed by a human with stabbing into its circuitry.
28 samples.
Smooth makes the LFO sound like it's fading in and fading out, makes it so the stuttery sound doesn't exist. Now that covers LFO and the 3 knobs that we just talked about. And these are the modulations that control your sound until it makes your CPU cry. I hope you learned something. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and share. And subscribe as well if this video helped you. If you don't, like I said again, Larry will starve.
Oh.